Hello everybody, welcome to the 7th Sphoxie development blog thingy that I've been doing. I know it's been a while since I've done an update, but I kind of took a break over the summer, but I still kind of did a lot of things. I kind of redid all the textures and re-imported them and advanced a few levels. In the last video I was showing you the boss level that I was working on with the cubes that light up when the bosses have been knocked off the level. I've actually completed it, and I'm going to show you it now. I've taken it, it used to be 250 cubes, but that was a bit overkill, so I brought it down for performance reasons. It still works well, the cubes are a lot bigger, and then so you can, well, the point is to knock them off the stage without falling off yourself. It's not so bad. They will attack you and you can hit them, and it's a lot of fun with the physics. And then so here you can actually try and get to full speed, and then as you knock them off, more will come. Ooh, that was close. More will come, and then the point is to get like 50 of them off. I've worked out a camera system. Before the camera was fixed, like in the original Sphoxie on iOS, it was fixed to one angle and you could not move it. And now I've figured out a way so you can turn it and have the character match the direction that the camera is facing. So the character, when you press forward, will always go into the direction that the camera is facing. So sorry for the performance thingies, like recording it just like kills my frame rate. I guess I shouldn't have like the thing open beside on the other screen showing everything. And yeah, so as you knock them off, the stage lights up, and then you'll have like a completely colorful board when you when you knock them all off. And yeah, so I'm going to show you some other levels. Here's one of the well, not really that new. It's still in the original Sphoxie, but I like it. It shows a different dynamic to the game. Now you can kind of try and go full speed. I haven't added the bad guys to most of the levels yet, so they're pretty easy. I'm gonna show you a few more of levels afterwards, and yeah, so you can just cruise down as quickly as you can. Ah, no! So yeah, you gotta manage his momentum and falling, and his speed, because when you're going really fast, it's harder to turn because you gotta shift all that momentum. And then yeah, I'm not paying attention. So another cool level to show would be, oh, I'd have to show them manually, but I redid these levels completely because I found the original ones were a bit too hard, so I kind of went back and redid the entire layout. Like, I still kept the original spirit of the levels, so it's like the idea was like going down a mountain, and I kept that as it was, and then so it's like really rough terrain where like speed is not really your best friend in these levels because you could just fall off at any moment. And yeah, and also gives you a chance to try out the wall climbing skills. Oh, it's dropping frames, how bad. And yeah, so if you want to get the perfect score, you would try and get all the yellow cubes. But now I'm just giving a quick peek. And then with the shadows, it's cool and everything. So, and also with the bad guys, it'll ramp up the challenge. You can just pretty much climb up most walls. As long as it's not like a straight line up, you could pretty much climb up any wall that you desire, thanks to the spikes. I feel like I'm missing I skipped one of the red cubes, oh well. And then another cool level to show would be, I'd have to load them up manually. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this. I'll need just open. So here I have all the levels done except for 2 boss levels. Let's check out level 15. It's more of a dynamic where the world kind of really reacts to your movements. S Taking a while to load. Huh. I want to show the one before, actually, 14. So here, like, the levels, the platforms will crumble if you stay on them too long. And then 16. So this one, it's divided into 5 zones, and they're tiled. And then, so every time you move, the tiles react to you, and each of the zones, the islands, will have different reactions, so it kind of amplifies. Ooh, so many assets, it takes a long time. So yeah, sorry about that. It's the recording thingy. I'm using Open Broadcaster, and that's not very performance friendly, apparently. I'm starting to wonder if it froze. I'll maybe edit that out, those loading times. So here, like, since there isn't the back end running, a lot of stuff is missing, so it's really just to see uh, how the level reacts to you. The colors are not final, they're just to let me know what state in the animation the tiles are at. And so, ooh. So I like playing around with physics, like the character's is completely physics driven, not by torque, because torque just makes it roll around. It's harder to get traction, and you can't climb the walls with torque. So each island will have like a different effect. So managing the maneuvering these islands, and then oops, and then getting to the red cubes, and then having the bosses, dealing with the bosses as well, and then getting to the exit should be quite a fun challenge. This one is also one from the original Sphoxie. It's Quantum. This one has a lot of cubes, but I like the effect that it has. So the cubes are appearing in and out of existence. Oh wow. So epilepsy warning. Oh wow. So these are not the final colors, but it's just to give you an idea. Oh, well then. That's a bug. Can it get out? No, no, no. It's ruined it. So I have to make a condition if the little dude gets stuck to release him into the... Oh, well then. That's embarrassing. So apparently the frame rate has such a big impact on it, because this never happens. But I don't think any... Yeah, so they're not able to load up fast enough before he goes, so I have to go slowly. Wow, that's brutal, the frame rate. Figure out a way to make it better. I guess switching the materials is not very performance friendly. That's funny. Anyway, so yeah, still a lot of work to do there. I'm not gonna edit that out because that's part of game design. Gotta deal with all that stuff. 16, 17 was what? Let's try, what was 19? Oh no, that's the round one. I wanted to show 21. Anyway, I'm not going to show all the levels now. Where is it even? Oh, wow, that's trippy. It's not, well, that's with the collision mesh. But this is another, like, supposed to be fast level, but it's harder. Anyway, I'm going to open up the main menu and show a bit of the blueprints. I'm going to show how I did the camera rotation, because that's a bit interesting. It took me a long time to figure it out, and I had to have the internet help me. There was no Unreal Engine specific help that I found, but I found a trigonometry formula that kind of that did all the work. So to get the camera to get the character to go in the direction that the camera is facing, by using the set physics linear velocity node, I found this formula, and you have to do it for both axes, so the forward and back and the left and right axes. You have to get their axes, and then you have to do so for the x or the y. It's like x times cosine times the radians, and to get the radians, you have to get the r rotation of the camera, well, of the spring arm, and then you turn it into radians, and then so you do x times cosine times radian minus y times sine times radian, and then it gives you the correct value for it gives you the new x, and then you do the same thing but the opposite, so y times cosine rad and then plus and not minus. That's important. And then if you open up the node, it kind of looks like this, and it works well. I'm surprised. Also, when you double click a math expression, it takes away from the event graph. Oh, I guess there's a back button, but whatever. I didn't notice that. You learn something new. Yeah, I know it's a very big mess, but the thing is that I've redone this so many times, I haven't had the time to clean it up, to solve that camera thing and get the proper acceleration, because if you use delta time, the delta time node, get delta seconds, get world delta seconds, it's really not good because it's frame rate based, so if the frame rate is going really fast, the action is magnified, and the frame rate's really slow, it's like really slow. So what I did was made a delay that just gives me seconds. Where is it? So yeah, so whenever any of the joysticks are being huh. I see, I made a mistake. So anyways, in theory, whenever the joysticks are being pushed, it adds it adds half a second every half a second, so it's a second, but it's to make it a bit smoother. And then I use that as my delta my delta time, so it's time based and not frame rate based. Ooh, I saw a bug that I need to fix. And yeah, and what else is interesting? Yeah, that's all I really have to show for now. Oh, actually, I could show the save system because I'm kind of proud of that. Level loading. So I managed to divide up everything into 3 stages. So loading is pretty easy, but saving was a challenge. Like to get it, this is as compact as I could get it, and I use a bunch of switches. Well, one switch. So I know if you're which stage you're on, which level you are. So it just saves that specific variable, and this thing is really useful. So instead of having 3 set arrays or whatever, one for each stage, I just have a select, and it just selects the correct array based on the stage index. So that's pretty cool, and then it saves it to the right level based on the level index, and then and so yeah, whenever I plug and play a level into the system, it just picks it up, and it's really good, much easier than the old Unreal Engine. Anyway, I should stop this now. Thank you for watching. I will do more. If there are any specific questions or anything, let me know. I hope to go into beta testing soon. I'm going to keep adding the levels. I beat a level, and then I add it, and then I fix it up. And yeah, and I'll show you a few more cooler levels later on once they're added in. Thanks for watching, and this has been another Sphoxie development blog thingy.